The first time they saw Soda's face on the phone screen, she was crying, her makeup was ruined, her wig was slightly shifted, and her voice shook as she begged her followers, "Please, don't believe what they are saying about me." Nobody knew that just 1 year before that, she was the queen of Instagram in Lagos. The beginning, Sod grew up in a small compound in Ajich. Her mother sold akara every morning. Her father was a bus conductor who hardly came home with any money. From a young age, Sod understood that beauty was her ticket out. She was tall, light-skinned, with curves that made people turn their heads when she walked. Older women would shake their heads, whispering to each other, "This girl will either make it big or destroy herself." At 19, Sod got her first Android phone. She opened Instagram and TikTok, and from that moment, her life began to change. Becoming the baddie, Sod quickly learned what people like to see. She started posting pictures in tight dresses, with makeup so sharp it could cut glass. She posted videos of herself eating in expensive restaurants, even though sometimes the food was paid for by men she barely knew. In the beginning, it was harmless. She took photos on the balcony of her neighbor's house, pretending it was hers. She borrowed handbags from friends. When her followers asked, "Where did you get your hair?" she tagged brands that gave her free wigs in exchange for promotion. Soon, she was earning money. Brands sent her clothes, makeup, perfumes. Men sent her money just because. She would post screenshots of her bank alerts, adding captions like, "Soft life only." The fame felt like magic, but it was also hungry. To keep her followers, she had to post more. She had to look richer every week. When she couldn't afford something, she pretended. By 21, she had moved into a serviced apartment in Lekki. Everyone called her Sod the baddie. People assumed she was dating a big man, maybe even a politician. She never confirmed, but she never denied. One day, she posted a video of herself in a hotel room, wearing a gold robe. She smiled at the camera and said, "If you don't work hard, you will keep clapping for those who do." That video went viral. Girls wanted to be like her. Boys wanted to be with her, but behind the scenes, Sod was tired. She was borrowing money to maintain the life she showed online. She couldn't go back to living like before. People would laugh. It started with a blog post. A gossip page posted pictures of Sod with a married businessman. The caption read, "This is the real source of Sod the baddie's lifestyle." At first, Sod laughed it off. She said they were just friends. But then more pictures came out. Voice notes leaked. A woman claiming to be the man's wife started calling her a homebreaker. Brands began to pull out. Followers started unfollowing. Her DM was full of insults. People who used to beg for selfies now avoided her. Sod stopped posting for weeks. Rent was due. The businessman stopped picking her calls. The same friends who used to hype her had moved on to the next trending girl. One evening, she sat in her empty apartment. The lights were off because she couldn't pay the bill. She looked at her phone, scrolling through old pictures of herself smiling in restaurants, hotels, and parties. She whispered. It was all a lie. Finally, she opened her Instagram and went live. That was the video everyone saw, her crying, makeup ruined, begging her followers not to believe the blogs. But deep down, she knew most of it was true. Months later, Sod moved back to Ajich to live with her mother. She started selling perfume oils online, using the little fame she had left to promote her business. Some people still called her the baddie, but now it was with a laugh, not admiration. She learned the hard way that the internet can make you a queen overnight, but it can also make you disappear just as fast. And whenever young girls asked her for advice, she would tell them in simple words, "Don't let Instagram fool you. Real life is more than likes and followers."